We're at Mountain Hardware. And we're going to go inside and we're going to learn and talk about snow shovels, snow removal. So here we go. Going inside. Things seem pretty busy around here. If you look, you can see that we're in the midst of beginning to get a little weather, wind, clouds, all that kind of good stuff. So here we are walking in, a little bit dark. Here we have the shovel selection. Okay, so we're in Mountain Hardware and we're going to talk about shovels first. So in general, we want to pick three kinds of shovels. We want to pick a pusher, a chopper, and a picker-upper. So when it comes over here, you can kind of see that we have this really great heavy-duty chopper, really burly, nice heavy steel. So that's how we break up the ice. But in general, what we want to do is first we want to push the snow, so we want a pusher. And we have a kind of a selection of different pushers. So kind of want a wide, broad guy, kind of like this, so that we can push. And when we push, you always want to make sure that your spine's nice and straight and you're kind of pushing from the legs and a little bit bent. And depending on how tall you are is going to depend how you're going to adjust with the pushing shovel. So that's the pushing shovel. Then we have the picking up shovel. And in general, the picking up shovel is going to be a more complicated thing because it's more important. So this guy, this ergonomic shovel, and you can kind of see this handle that's like that, that's got that slight bend. And what that does is that lets me not bend as far as if the handle was straight when I want to pick something up. And so if you see me from the side, let me turn to the side, and I'm going to pick something up, my spine's nice and straight, and this lets me grab it here. The other thing that's important is that once we grab the snow, you want to kind of get down as low as you can and then lift. Because if you're lifting and holding here, then this acts as a big long lever. So this is a great shovel because of those things. And it's also light. It's got an aluminum shaft. So that's this shovel. So depending on your size and what they have available, we may need to grab some of the other shovels. So this guy is another great one. It's probably a bit on the short side for me, but grab and again lifting up and using my legs. And if someone's on the smaller side, then this guy. And obviously this is way too small for me, but still, you know, a good shovel for a smaller person to pick up and scoop. So those are the shovels. In general, you know, the grain shovels, these big guys, I'm always scared of because of how much snow you can put on them. And a snow shovel load can be from 9 to 45 pounds. So that's a lot of weight, especially if we're getting one of those high moisture content snowstorms. So I'm really careful about those. If you want to use one of those, you might just have to keep the load a bit on the light side. So that's shovel. But they've since improved them with these Yak Track Pros, and if you look, you can kind of see that they've made it so that the chain part or the metal part is much more aggressive, is going to dig into something. And then they came out with this other one, this diamond grip, and this is really super aggressive. So I think that no matter what kind of ice you're on, that guy is really gonna stop you. And then they have a different company, these ones called Stables, and they have these little grooves in them that let you grab the ice. And then they have the same company, Stable, has this one. And is this the one I was going to open? Yeah. So let me open this up and let me pull them out for you so you can kind of see. Although I don't know if they're ever going to go back in the box. So you can kind of see these guys, that they have really nice, these cupped kind of screws in them. So those are really super aggressive, and you know, they have a really nice fastening system on them. So these are kind of like maybe the ultimate. So yeah, so that is the shoe chain synopsis. Thank you for pulling these snow blowers out, and you know, the whole thing that brought me here was that, you know, I've lived here for a while, and I know not having a snow blower and trying to shovel your driveway is a ridiculous thing. So you know, I'm a big Honda fan. That's what I have in my driveway. But I know that the Honda has come up with some new features, and then you were also telling me some other stuff about the Ariens and kind of giving me some pros and cons about each one. So why don't you tell us about the Honda?
All right, so let's start off with the Honda. One of the new cool things about this one is the ability to adjust the height. It's no longer on notches, it's on a weight system. So you can put it up an inch and put it up a couple inches depending on what you're low on. If you don't want to scratch up your deck, that's what you want to do. One of the other great things about it, I like, is the hydrostatic drive. When you put it in drive and you want to turn right, all you have to do is squeeze this little handle. And depending on how much you lean on it is how much you want to turn. Sometimes you can do full-on donuts in these things. Now to go over to the Ariens here.
I did have a question about the Honda. So when it comes to me being a taller guy, so the blade's all the way down. I'm trying to scratch my driveway. So where are we height-wise with that? Because that's really what you were changing before, right?
Okay, yeah. So when you're doing your driveway, typically it's good to put it up just a little bit, just so you don't catch any kind of gravel pop up there and mess with your shear pins. That'll kind of keep anything. Anyways, too, if you want to run if you want to run a shovel right after that too, it's easy to clean that.
I'm too lazy. I want to do it all at once.
You want to do it all at once?
I gotta get to the mountain. There's powder.
Okay.
So and then the other thing is so the chute now has that little joysticky thing instead of the old school crank.
No more turn like this. So if you want me to fire it up, so if I fire it up, you can move all of this just with a little joystick. Left, right, up, down, depending on which way you want to throw it. It's just another thing, a ease of use. It makes it way easier to use.
And they also made it so that the chute's taller now, right? From the old Hondas.
The chute is taller, and another difference as well is that the shear pins are a bit thicker than in previous years. So these things are a little bit less likely to break than a couple of years ago. They beefed them up a little bit. Makes it easier for you.
Okay, so let's talk about this Ariens now.
So the Ariens now, here, the big trade-off between the Honda and Ariens, what you don't get in bells and whistles, you get in power.
What about the price difference?
Price difference, your top of the line Ariens here is roughly about $3,300.
And so this is a 28 and 28 inch?
This is a professional 28 inch, pretty much one of the nicer ones that we sell. And the comparable model to this in Honda would be the 1332, which is about $31.99. So they're pretty similarly priced. One of the huge differences between this and that is that, well, number one, it has heated grips. So if you're out there for a long time, you're not going to get cold. Another thing is too, you're back to the same old joystick here. So what you might not have to do in twisting her anymore, it's just a knob. The other great thing about Ariens is they'll throw snow about 50-60 feet. This thing will throw snow. It's no longer a snow blower, we call them snow throwers.
I like it.
Absolutely. Anything else?
No, that's it. You know, reliability-wise, you know, Honda's last forever, and Ariens gonna last forever too.
They're comparable. It's my understanding that the Honda is a little bit easier to work on. Similar to most Honda cars. Honda cars are basically pretty much the easiest ones to work on. I'm not all that talent and all that stuff. So I don't really know specifically.
Okay, cool.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Kind of running blank here.
Yeah, no, I think we covered it.
Yep.